Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Rain. I'm here to guide you through practice for today. If you have been flowing with me in all of my YouTube videos, welcome back. If this is your first time here, hello, I'm Rain. I am your Vinyasa yoga teacher. I'm gonna go and guide you to a series of awesome movements for today. Super gentle, great for beginners. If you have been flowing with my classes that are way more advanced, this is something that you can do on your rest day, or something that you feel like you just need to move but you don't want something really hard or challenging. This is the class to go. So I have my blocks here with me. For those who are beginning their yoga journey, I'm going to show you some. If you have been practicing and you think that you don't need blocks or any kind of props, that's perfectly fine. Just put them on the side if ever you need it. Let's go and start your practice. So we're going to start first with your Sukhasana, or easy seated pose. I'm going to grab my block here with me and just place it on my bum. If you don't have blocks like this, you can find yourself a quick, thick book, or maybe something like a blanket or a meditation pillow or a bolster. Just put them here at the bottom just so you can feel that your hips are somehow higher than the knees. This can allow us a straight spine or a tall one. And then what usually happens is you go on your very easy one. If you think that this is too much on the knees, you can plug your feet, tug it here at the bottom of each knee so that you can find yourself supported, flexing the feet so that you can support your knees as well, like this. Yeah. If you don't want this, feel free to gently just sit down on the floor and then slowly open the thighs and the glutes out wide so you can sit on the sit bones rather than the flesh and the bum. We want to feel a little bit more grounded on the mat today. Then you have an option to take your hands here at the center, here on the knees, maybe palms facing up, maybe one hand to your heart, another to the belly, or find your Anjali Mudra, hands in prayer towards the heart. It's like the back of your thumbs are plugging in, finding the beating of your heart here. And then simply just notice where you want to gaze. So you have an option to gaze forward, something in front of you. It doesn't have to be the screen or me. Or find yourself looking at the top of your mat as you soften the eyelids and begin to soften all of your face as well. Or if you feel safe right now, just feel free to close the eyes and notice how you're breathing and notice how you're feeling at this very moment. Let's take a few mindful breaths of an inhale and exhale. To start, let's do it together. On your inhale, seal the lips and take one big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose, gentle and soft. Let's do that one more round. Inhale. And exhale. One more round. A big inhale through the nose. This time, let's hold it at the top. Soften the face, relax the shoulders. And then one more sip of an inhale at the top. And then exhale, gentle and soft through the nose. And then begin to come back to the normal breath and just notice how you're feeling right now. And begin to find awareness in how that breath work allowed you to be here in your present moment. So as you take care of yourself today, in this practice, we're going to start with one intention. This usually happens in a yoga class wherein we somehow find a single thought, a feeling, and an emotion that we want to somehow resonate with. Maybe a mantra, something that needs to be addressed, something that feels strong or something that feels subtle right now in your present moment. Our job or our goal in every class that we take is to send love and bring love to every single thought, feeling, or emotion that may arise in our practice without having to change, manipulate, fix it, or change it, but rather see if we can sit with it and notice how our body reacts when these things are held onto or being held onto with our hearts, with our minds. Relax the shoulders, soften the face, and if it's too hard to think of what right now, let me guide you through it. Just 2 words that we can start with. I am. Notice the thoughts, maybe words, phrases that can come out of our heart and our minds right now. For me, my words are: I am grounded. I am capable. And the last one is: I trust my body. I am grounded. I am capable. I trust my body. So notice something that you want to fulfill in this practice, or something that you want to take into as you move into your mindful breaths today. Let's deeply connect. Big inhale through the nose. This time, let's open the mouth and sigh it out. And once you're ready to begin with your intentions, feel free to soften the eyelids, welcome yourself back to your physical body, descend slowly as you open the eyes. Take both of your hands up to the sky as you take an inhale, maybe gaze will follow the thumbs. And on your exhale, hands in prayer to the heart. We usually say namaste. You can do that as well. Let's go and start. Inhale, hands reach up high. On your exhale, we're going to open our hearts a little bit here. Maybe arms can come a little bit to the back. We're going to bend the elbows to the sides, reaching your heart forward. Maybe take a deep opening of the back bend. Here you have an option to look up. And then slowly, let's release your arms forward. Left arm on top of your right. Bend onto the elbows, maybe backs of the hands together. Or take your palms together here, finding your eagle arms. Elbows are reaching forward, fingertips to the sky. Notice how the shoulder blades are widening to the side, puffing up the chest at the back. Big inhale here. Exhale to stay. You can soften the face here. Feel free to close the eyes as well. 2 more rounds of the breath. Last one, maybe equal amounts of inhale and exhale. Notice if you can find this rhythm all throughout your practice. Let's go and release. Release your hands. We're going to tug it to the back. And again, slowly bend the elbows to the sides. Can I talk today? And then slowly exhale, release. This time, right arm on top. Bend onto the elbows, backs of your hands or palms in together. Squeezing your elbows forward. Fingertips really tugging up. Feeling tall near the crown of your head. Soften the face. Breathe through this. If you haven't moved all of your shoulders in a while, this will feel good. Last 2. Last 1. And then slowly, let's release. Release your hands. Let's tug the elbows to the back once more. Cactus arms. And then slowly release. Take your hands on your knees. If you have your block with you, I invite you to put them on the sides as we do our seated cat and cow. So I'm just going to go here so you can see my side body. On your next inhale, ground the hands onto the knees and then slowly roll the shoulders up. And then slowly as you exhale, press it back and down as you open your heart. You can gaze up, open the neck as well. And then slowly, next breath allows you to gently glide towards your cat. Tuck the tailbone, chin to chest. Ground onto the hands on the knees so you can feel that yummy stretch. Let's do that one more round. Inhale, roll the shoulders down and back. Open the heart to your cow. Deeper this time. Open the heart, maybe open the mouth. Exhale, release. Cat in the back. Pressing in. One last round. Inhale, open the heart. Maybe open everything here. Exhale around the back to your cat. Very nice. Come back here on your next inhale. Let's do some opening on the neck. So let's take your right hand to the right side hip. And then left hand will slowly swing towards the back, finding a bind maybe. It can catch your right wrist. If this is not accessible, you can find your strap. Or if you want a little bit higher towards your right arm. Making sure that your shoulders are still down and back. Heart, hip, belly looking forward. Inhale as we lengthen through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, press the right ear to the right shoulder. Notice what kind of intensity you want in this practice. If this is too much, take a step back. If you want to go deeper, go for a little bit more of a press. Open the eyes or close them, up to you. Let this be your practice. Let this be your flow. And imagine sending the breath on the left side neck. Notice how it opens. Last 2 here. Last 1. And then slowly let's release. Come back center. This time still with the bind in the hands. We're going to gaze at the right shoulder. And then we're going to bow down. Maybe chin will come to the collarbones. Again, feeling the left shoulder push away from the ear. So you can find a deeper stretch here. You can gaze at the right thumb if you want, or close your eyes. Last two. Last one. On your next breath, come back, center. And then let's do this on the opposite side. Release the bind, left hand to the left side hip, and then right hand, maybe tugging at the back, finding your left wrist or left arm. Roll the shoulders down and back, heart still open. And then slowly left ear to the left shoulder. Close the eyes if you want, open the mouth, up to you. Just finding somehow a comparison of how the left is different from the right. Notice what's more open, notice what's more tight. Breathing in and breathing out. Soften all of your shoulders down, relaxing on the hips, the legs. Big breath here. Big breath out. Come back, center. Still with the bind in the hands. Gaze at the left shoulder this side. And then slowly bow down. Maybe chin to the collarbone. Again, notice how the right shoulder can come really away from the hip or from the right ear. Close the eyes if that feels good. Last two breaths here. Last one. And then let's release. Come back, center. Release the bind, making sure nothing is painful. Let's gently clasp our hands here at the center. Roll them clockwise and counterclockwise, up and down. See what feels good. We're gonna open the wrist here, putting some fluid so that anything that we'll do with our hands and our feet today is filled with awesome intention and awareness. Let's go and find ourselves on our tabletop. This is your first time. Let's stack your shoulders towards our wrists. Open the fingers out wide. Hips will ground down onto the knees. There you go. If your mats are too thin today, I invite you to gently just put your mat, swing it to the side, plug it in at the center, and ground down with your wrists and your knees like this. And then just put them on the side. That's how easy it is for me. So one quick trick. Let's go find your cat and cow. On your next inhale, tailbone up to the sky as your belly drops down. Heart will open forward. Shoulder blades will squeeze into each other. Maybe look a little bit above the horizon. On your exhale, round the back. Tuck the tailbone. Chin to chest, belly in. Press on your hands, the tops of your feet. Let's do that one more round. This time with your eyes closed. Inhale to your cow. Tailbone presses up, belly drops down, heart opens. Press on all of your knuckle pads and finger pads. Exhale, round the back. One last round. Let's go. Inhale to your cow. And exhale to your cow. Very nice. Come back, center. On your next breath, this time swing the hips side to side, making sure nothing is painful. This time, let's go and tuck all of your toes, making sure even the pinkies are grounded down. And then slowly crawl with the hands to take a seat here at the back of your mat. This will feel either super easy for some or really intense for some. You can find a block, place it here at the middle of your ankles if you feel like you need support, but we want to make sure that we're opening our ankles and our toes here, pushing your inner thighs or inner ankles together so that you can make sure that you're not splaying out here. Notice how the toes and the ankles are opening up here. We're just going to stay here for a while. This might seem intense, so just stay here. Maybe collect the hands at the center, maybe close the eyes, and just notice how you're breathing. A few more rounds, maybe 5 more breaths. Noticing every single part of your body is the goal of this practice. Noticing that you're being aware of where the tension lies. See if you can release them later on or within the practice. And notice how your breath can be when small movements and gentle ones are here. Opportunities to be soft and be kind. Practice self-compassion, even self-forgiveness at this point. Whenever you're ready, Let's release. Take your hands forward. If that was too much, untuck the toes. Maybe take a drum roll on the toes. Very nice. Once you're ready, we're gonna go to our first downward facing dog. Once you're ready, maybe step the hands forward. Turn them out a little bit if your shoulders are tight. Shift your weight to your hands. Tuck the toes and slowly lift your hips up and back. Your first downward facing dog. If this is your first time to do a down dog, let me guide you through it. It's like a triangle shape onto the floor. Arms are beside the ears. I want you to first shrug the shoulders to the ears and then slowly curve it in as if your armpits want to see each other. So see that rotation happening in. But this time when you do this, as if your armpits are looking at each other, the balls of the hands are somehow coming up. So gently press the knuckle pads. Maybe grip onto the fingers if you feel like you need that. And then I want you to push your hips to the back. Maybe gaze in between the feet or gaze through the legs or gaze at the belly button if you want more lengthening also at the back of the neck. Now, if your hamstrings are tight today, lift the heels as much as you want and then soften the knees towards the heart. But keeping that integrity and the straight line from your wrist towards your heels is the way to go. Yeah, it can look like this. It can look a little bit lower, up to you. Now, if you want a little bit more opening, bend the knee towards the heart or towards the eye as the other heel is grounding or pressing super, super gentle. And then doing this on the opposite side. You need to press all of your hands, not just the heels of the hands, so that everything is grounded. Shift your weight on both hands and feet here. It's not just on the hands, it's not just on the feet. Let's take 4 more breaths here. You can close your eyes, soften the face. Last 2. Last 1. And then slowly, once you're ready, we're gently just going to go to the top of your mat. So if your heels aren't up yet, take them up. Go to the tippy toes. Bend the knees as you drop your hips a little. Gaze in between the hands. And we're slowly going to step, walk, or hop towards the front of the mat. Even take baby steps if you want. If you're doing this at the top of the morning, gentle movements is the way to go. Finding yourself at the top of your mat. Take your feet hip-width distance apart. On your next inhale, hands onto the shins as you'll lift here to a flat back. Crown of your head pushes you forward, shoulders away from your ears, lower belly activated so that your ribs are in. Notice the lengthening on the legs. On your exhale, let's release. Hands onto the floor. If this is not accessible, soften the knees, bend them good. We're going to be kind today. Maybe take your belly and your chest towards your thighs, even if you want, allowing all of your upper body to release. Hands can come to the opposite elbows this time to find your ragdoll. Staying here, rooted on your heels and all of your toes as well. Or swing side to side if you want. Gentle movements again to lengthen your hamstrings, wake up the calves. Last 4. Upper body really, really heavy. 3, soften the face. 2, and 1. Very nice. This time, take your hands down to the mat, bend the knees, and then slowly we're just gonna step the left foot towards the back of the mat. Crawl your hands maybe to spider fingers or find blocks here, 1 or 2 on each hand if you feel like you need that. All right, firm the inner thighs in. Maybe gaze at the left big toe at the back, making sure it's aligned with the left hip. Left hip reaches forward, the right hip wraps at the back. Lengthen, look forward a little bit. And then on your exhale, left knee grounds down. Keep the toes at the back tuck. And now let's take your hands on your quads. Roll the shoulders down and back and lengthen the arms so you can find some heart opening as well. Tucking the tailbone. If this is too much, you can find a block. Place it here on your inner left thigh or the front of your left thigh so you can find support. Yeah? If you need a little bit more, if you're flexible and this is easy for you, I want you to shift your weight to the left knee. Tuck the tailbone and then press your hips forward and down. That's a little bit more activity here. Opening the front of the left hip and again, firming the inner thighs in so everything is activated on the legs. You can even extend your hands up and overhead if you want. Maybe clasp your hands or maybe hands in prayer. As you bend the elbows, tug here the thumbs at the neck or maybe at the back. Inhale for 3, 2, and 1. Release the hands. Place it here again, framing at the right foot. Left knee will come up. We're gonna gently crawl the hands forward. Shift your weight to the right foot. And then once you're ready, we're gonna fly. Left leg extends at the back. Assisted warrior 3. So not much weight on the hands. Making sure you're firming your inner thigh still. Your left knee and your left toes should still be looking at the mat rather than the left side. Breathing in, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend both knees. Step the left foot beside the right. Forward fold, shake the legs. Let's do everything on the opposite side. Once you're ready, let's go halfway lift first. Open the heart, hands onto the shins or keep it to the floor. Exhale, release, fold down. Right foot steps back this time. Low lunge on this side. Again, spider fingers or plant both of your palms up to you here. Right hip reaches forward from the inner thigh so that that left hip is going to go to the back. Gaze at the right big toe. Make sure it's at the line with the right hip. Big breath here. Big breath out from the inner thighs. Exhale, right knee grounds down. Let's rise. Hands on the left quad this time. Extend your arms. Stay here. Or if you want some more opening, shift your weight to the right foot first. Tuck the tailbone, outer hips coming in. Firming everything in the midline as you gently shift forward and back. You can even, again, extend your hands up and overhead. Hands in prayer. And then backs of the thumbs here. Maybe here at the back of the neck as you find yourself a little bit more opening at the back. Inhale here for 4. Grip the left heel to the back of the mat, right knee to the front. 3, 2, and 1. Release. Come back center. Hands here framing the left foot once more. Let's go lift the right knee. Crawl forward with the hands. Shift your weight to the left foot and then release the right leg. Assisted warrior 3. Just finding yourself a quick way to gauge into the balance. Firm the inner thighs in, lower belly activated. Not much weight here in the hands. Last 2. Last 1. On your exhale, bend both knees. Step the right foot beside that left. Forward fold. Very nice. Inhale here. Exhale out. Let's go step the hands, feet to the back, finding your first plank of the day. Shoulders stack on the wrist. Open the fingers out wide. I want you to tuck the tailbone, gently making sure that your shoulder blades are widening to the side, so puffing up the chest to the sky. And then notice the heels. Are they in line with the balls of the feet or too far at the back or too far forward? Make sure that they're aligned. Core in. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. At the same time, knees will ground down to the mat. Untuck the toes and let's go to your first child's pose. Hips to the heels, reaching your hands forward. Forehead will ground down. If you want activation, all of your arms are up. It's just the palms that are down. Or if you want some rest, forearms will ground down. Close the eyes and just notice the breath. Maybe notice the warmth that you have cultivated already. Coming back to the intention that you have set up for today's practice. I am capable. I am grounded. I trust my body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last 2. And 1. Let's release. Looking forward at the top of your mat, let's gently just find a quick spinal wave towards your Sphinx Pose. So on your next inhale, tuck the tailbone and then slowly rise. Maybe shoulder blades will widen here. And then once you find your peak at the top, belly drops, hip drops, and then slowly take your hands here on your Sphinx. So shoulders will stack on your elbows, open the fingers out wide. I want you to take your feet wider than the hips and press the tops of your feet so much, even the pinkies are down. so hard that your knees come up, activating all of your legs. Hamstrings are strong. So now we're dumping on the low back. You can take your chin a little bit down so you can feel also the lengthening at the back of the head. Press on all of your forearms so much that maybe your belly button is not on the ground. Let's stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. I bet that feels really good. So let's go and find yourself a little bit opening on your shoulders. I'm just gonna go to the left side of my mat here. Heart will ground down. Right hand to a T. On the right side, left hand to the left side chest. Bending the left knee. And that's all, you're gonna open your heart to the left side. Stepping the left foot at the back of your right leg here. An option to find a block in your head if you feel a little bit more of a support needed, or drop the head down, right temple down to the mat. Maybe we're feeling this in the front of the right shoulder. If you want a little bit more, scoop the hip to the front like that. So pressing in, breathing in here, breathing out. Maybe close the eyes or look at the ceiling, see what feels good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's come back center. Slowly releasing the left leg. Whew, bet that feels good. Let's go do everything on the opposite side. So I'm going to go here to the right side mat, left hand to at C, bend the right knee, open the heart, use the right hand to go there. Again, if you want more, block to the head or press, scoop your hip forward to go for a deeper stretch. Up to you. Again, one side is different from the other, so notice what kind of opening you want on each. Feel free to find safety in all of your poses. Close the eyes or gaze up to your sky. Breathing in slow and breathing in deep. And exhale, gentle and soft. Allow the breath to carry everything, any tension that we don't need, out of our body as you exhale. Last 3, 2, and 1. Let's slowly release. Come back center, and then come back Sphinx Pose. Very nice. So next one, we're gonna do your twist. Here in your Sphinx Pose, we're gonna bend the right knee first towards the right side like a half frog. Right knee somehow in line with the right hip. Flex the right foot as well to support the knee. Right hand will reach forward, and then left hand will thread underneath your right armpit to grab onto the right knee, and then release the head down. We're gonna simply reach the right hand. This is our front this time. We're gonna swing your hand up and overhead, and then opening your heart to the sky as you bend the right elbow to a cactus to a reclining side twist. So either the right knee is down to the mat or the right shoulder is down. We're just wanting this twist at the middle back, and of course this opening on our solar plexus. Maybe with your eyes closed, gaze at the right shoulder and close the eyes if that's needed. Gentle breaths here, cooling down the breath, and allow yourself to center yourself. Taking 3, 2, last 1, and then let's release. Come back center. And then slowly, once you're ready, let's do everything on the opposite side. Bend the left knee, half frog, option to stay here, or let's go find a twist. Left hand reaches forward, right hand threads underneath your left shoulder, finding your left knee. Again, reach the left hand forward, drop the head down, swing it up, and then open to a twist, bending the left elbow to a cactus. Maybe close the eyes and then gaze at your left shoulder, finding awareness in this counter stretch. Breaking open your solar plexus chakra as you root down to your core and as you trust your body in all of the process of yoga. What does it mean when I say I am capable? What does it mean when I say I am grounded? Or the thought and the phrase that you made when you start your class today. In for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's release. Come back center. Release the hands, slowly diving back to your Sphinx pose. And then slowly, once you're ready, drop the heart. I won't be dropping it because I have my mic there. Take your hands at the sides of the chest and then slowly lift yourself back to your tabletop. Spider fingers onto the hands underneath the shoulders, and then we're just going to take one quick counter stretch here. Take a cat in the back. So tuck the tailbone, belly in, chin to chest, widen the shoulder blades, puff up the chest towards the sky. And then once you're ready, release. Palms down, crawl the knees towards the front, swing your feet to one side, coming back to our seated pose. We're going to do one final opening for today. Open the thighs and the glutes out wide towards your cobbler's pose. Feet together at the center, knees played out to the side. Feet will come far, near or middle, up to you. Let's try to open the feet towards the sky as if your pinky wants to touch up. Take your hands here on your ankles or on all of your toes. Lengthen as you inhale here. And then on your exhale, feel free to fall down. Elbows can come towards the inner thighs, near the knees, or towards the ground. Up to you. You also have an option to keep this length as if your heart wants to tug forward. And then maybe once you reach your peak, you can curve it down. Chin will come and drop down to the chest. Allowing this opening not just on the inner thighs, but activation on your glutes. Releasing any tension on your low back, your middle back, all of your upper back towards the back of the head. Allowing all of your upper body to feel heavy. Last one here. And then slowly, let's release. Root to rise, with the head come up. And then let's release. Final practice point. Let's go and come back to your easy seated pose. Take your hands on your knees. On your next inhale, roll the shoulders to the ears and press it back and down. Close your eyes here for a few moments if you feel safe right now. And just noticing how you're breathing. Notice how you're feeling, starting your day or finishing off the day with a mindful movement. Notice how you're feeling allows you to come back to that intention that you have set up for today, knowing that your intentions can come differently after a mindful movement. So see if it's still the same. I am grounded. I trust my body. I am capable. Everything that you're feeling, everything that you're having right now, see if you can honor them one by one. Finding gratitude at the top of it all for being able to show up in your practice, for being able to breathe mindfully, for being able to show up fully in your most honest self. Let's close your practice today. On your next inhale, extend all of your hands up to the sky, hands up in prayer. Exhale, hands in prayer to the heart. Namaste. Begin to open the eyes if it was closed. Thank you so much for practicing here with me on the mat. I'll see you next time. Thank you so much. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe. Let me know how your practice went. I'll make sure to make more of classes like this. See ya.